What's up, guys? Welcome to the Bru-Cast, episode 5 with Maniac Gamer. Yo, what's up, Maniac Gamer? How are you, bro?
Very good.
You're
Now,
very good,
the biggest question I have to ask is, how are you, Mario Brew? I need to know.
bro. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing even better because you're here.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You know,
So, yeah.
it's really important for me to say that how great it is that Donald Trump won the 2024 election.
You see, man, like this is very rare because I never get asked the first question. You see, Trump, man. It's been very controversial with him lately. He's been doing a lot of stuff, man. But he's doing good stuff. He's doing bad stuff. Um, to be honest, man, it's
Hey, I mean those tariffs, getting rid of all the illegal immigrants, bro. Great work, bro. Great work.
yeah, exactly.
He's gonna bring Putin to realize I shouldn't be doing this. I should be signing my boy Trump.
You're right. They got to stand up for America, bro. It's all about America at the end of the day. This is our country.
Yeah,
It's our people.
yeah.
So, something that the crowd is gonna see, and now I see, it's very it's popping out right now. Look at those posters in the background. Look at those posters in the background. Look at those posters. You see,
American soil posters, man. Trust me. American
yeah.
soil posters.
So if you can choose, all those posters get taken away, but you can choose to keep one of those. Which one would you keep?
This one right here
Mm.
brings the love and soil of the Miami Hurricanes.
So the Hurricanes, man. The Hurricanes. I mean, I don't really watch like football like that, but what makes the Hurricanes so special apart from them being from your soil, from your territory? What makes them so special? Are they like a great talented team? What's it about them? What's it about them, dude?
Hard-nosed football.
You see, yeah, they're probably rough, man. They're probably tough and they're tough and they're steel. They're steel. They're probably steel.
If you talk to any Miami native and that went to the University of Miami, they would say the best times were the 2001 Hurricanes and the 1998 Hurricanes. Trust me.
Okay. So okay.
Those guys were fucking dogs.
Okay. Let's go on to the questions. Okay. Would you fight a gorilla if you had some armor on? Like we're not gonna talk about that Captain America vibranium. Let's say you have some solid armor that can take some shots. Would you be brave enough to fight a full grown gorilla sprinting right at you, freaking pumping its chest like this at you?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. You know why? Because I got that American heart in me. That's why. I got that American heart. I got that American heart.
Yeah,
You know, if you are born and raised in America, you know exactly what I mean. That American heart. Yeah, stand up.
I see that. I can definitely see that toughness, that American style. I can see that American style toughness in you, bro. All right, so what do you believe is the biggest misconception people have about the meaning of life?
The biggest misconception,
Yeah, about the meaning of life.
I feel like it's most definitely living it. A lot of people work a ton. A lot of people work a 9 to 5 job, and they just don't know how to live their life. They don't know how to live an sustainable life and go out and do whatever they like to do on a daily basis. Going to the gym, going to get your favorite coffee from Starbucks, going to see your family. It's like way different than living a 9 to 5 job where you're getting paid only like $50 a day.
Yeah, because see, I totally agree with that, bro. I totally agree with that, and that's why it's so successful. That's why you're a very successful sports player and a broadcaster because you have a very strong purpose of life, and you know what you're talking about. You're a very strong philosopher, and
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah. So let's talk about the gun laws, man. Like what do you think about kids being like people in the United States being able to own guns, man, at 18. Like this is just crazy, right? Because like you know, you cannot gamble until you're 21. Like you cannot drink
I
until
mean, here's my stance on it. Why do you think the Second Amendment says to bear arms with firearms? Why do you think Why do you think that is?
you see. That's a good question, man. I wouldn't know how to answer that like off this like on the spot. But give me a reasoning, mate. Give me a reasoning, mate.
I feel like now we've seen this now. The crime waves are much higher now, and we need better protection. And what if someone breaks into your house? What do you have? What do you have to use?
I mean,
The
yeah,
bed,
a gun is very helpful, but at the same time, you got these little guns. Like I got these guns on me, bro. I got these guns on me.
unless you're like a UFC fighter like Alex Pereira, I don't see you knocking down a guy with a knife in his hand. I mean, best thing is getting your Glock and shooting them up like they're 1906.
Yeah, this is why you're the most famous gun owner in the world. So, okay, let's talk about dreams. So, like many people, many people like they they say I had a dream last night. I had a dream, but dreams can be different for many people. What do you think is a dream? What do you think is an actual dream?
What do I
When
think
you
is a
dream at
dream?
night, when you dream
I
at night.
mean, in my opinion, a dream is what's going on in your head. What are you thinking about? It can be dream with your best friend, you going out to a movie with your girlfriend. It could be going to an area that you've never been to before, or it could be like after watching a horror movie, seeing that villain, and then coming close to it, and then it trying to kill you. That it could be dreams that it wants you want to hallucinate and think about and go into the moment with. But I feel like a dream never shows out in the person unless they actually do that action. It will never become.
I agree, bro. Like dreams are is a place to really imagine, but also dreams sometimes for like many people can be so vivid. Dreams can be so realistic. It feels like you're in it, and then 1 second later you snap out and you're in bed, and everything's gone. Dreams are like different dimensions. Like it's basically you watching in third person. In my opinion, you watching in third person. What happens in this world?
Yeah, it's almost like a movie. Interception. In that movie, they go through dreams, and it's like 5 minutes in the real world is an hour in a dream. So it feels like a whole entire different world. Like we've experienced it. It's like we acted like we've been sleeping for 3 hours, and we wake up and it's only like 1 a.m. after we went to sleep at 12 a.m. It's like, how do we go through that much time, but not in our head, but not in the real world?
That's
It's
true, bro. Like dreams are
pretty
crazy. Dreams are crazy, bro. Like dreams.
pretty amazing in my opinion.
Yeah, they can be. I mean, sometimes there's dreams and there's nightmares. Nightmares it's basically the same as a dream. But you're watching a horror movie instead of you're watching in a dreams are
Yeah,
like that. It's like that adventure Disney movie. The horror is like that Exorcist type stuff. Like it goes bad. It goes bad for the characters.
yeah, and I feel like, and I'm a true believer in dream catchers. Making sure you have good dreams when you sleep, making sure that those evil spirits don't get into your head. I feel like those type of things could really help ease your mind when you sleep.
Mm. You know what? I agree with that. You know what? Let's talk about look. If you won the lottery tomorrow, what's the first ridiculous purchase you'd make?
I would buy an entire yacht and then sell it for $1.
Really?
Yeah,
But
and
you
it's
wouldn't.
not no ordinary yacht. It's not no ordinary yacht. Jeffrey Bezos yacht.
Ooh, that's expensive, bro. And but you wouldn't use it for like a day. You wouldn't like You wouldn't be
No,
like
I
by
would
your
just
front
use it
end.
for. I would go onto it for 1 second, jump right off, and then go like, see the next closing person. Say, here you go, take this guy. Just give me $1, and I'll give them $2.
Oof. So like it's basically a win-win. It's a win-win, bro. It's a win-win for the other person, and that's why looking at you now, you kind of remind me of Mr. Beast, bro. Talk about Mr. Beast. He's a very influential guy. He used to start out and back in his old days, with almost like not getting that much views. He had some controversial takes, but now he's
Yeah,
such an
I feel like everything started to change for better once they got rid of that one gay boy.
yeah, I agree because that guy, man, that no, he's not even the guy anymore. That person.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. He's almost like P Diddy of the Mr. Beast whole entire group. He's the P Diddy of the Mr. Beast group, honestly.
I can see that, bro. Because he has like allegations, bro. The guy has disappeared from the internet. Like I have not seen anything from the guy, from the person at all, from the girl at all. Like they literally just they disappeared off the face of the earth. Are they even alive still? I don't know,
They
man.
probably are just in the middle of the equator, rotting away.
Yeah, they're probably like going through a crisis right now because them being in Mr. Beast was really like what was holding him up in life, and
Yeah, and to think about it, you leave not only a wife but also a child behind, and you're doing this with no concern of the two of them, and now you're going out and trying to talk to little boys. That's unacceptable. It's like if we should have him on. He and Drake should really be kid lovers. Honestly, they should just go out and say it, and then be shown what they truly are. Demons
you
for the devil.
that's true, bro. Because like I 100% agree. Um, and I think people are gonna look at this podcast and they're gonna be, yo, that's super controversial, bro. But at the end of the day, the podcast, you gotta say what you really think.
Yeah,
Um, so like you're American, of course, and you so you know there's like many very good like American cars, man. There's many American cars that are fantastic, and you see them on the road all the time. What's your dream car?
a dream car. I feel like everyone would say a Lamborghini or a Tesla or whatever supercar it is. I'm gonna say it's a 2001 Toyota Corolla.
And those cars, man, Toyota Corollas, they're super underrated cars. Like, not only are they affordable, not only are they fast, not only are they comfortable. That bro, it's like a all-in-one package of an absolute amazing banger. Like people think, like in order to have success, like in having a car, you need to have like a $80,000 like Cybertruck or I don't know something like that, or like a G wagon.
Yeah, I feel like this whole entire thing with the Cybertruck and Elon Musk. I mean, I love Elon Musk. Props to him. But like, man, the Cybertruck, what is that? It's like a whole entire block shaped into a car.
Exactly.
Like it has these weird edges and everything. In my opinion, everyone should just get a normal Tesla or the minivan Tesla. I'm being honest. They should really just choose between those two. The Cybertruck, it can't even do much. It's not even like a normal truck. It doesn't have the
Yeah.
horsepower of a normal truck. I mean, it's a complete use of garbage in my opinion.
Yeah, I always used to describe it when I saw it like it was drawn by a 6-year-old trying to make a car design. It's a very weird shape, but as weird as it looks, inside it's very advanced like a Tesla. It's very advanced. It's very fast for its size, and it's very strong and durable for its size, man. And yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I think it's a good step for trucks, but you look at trucks like the Ford F-150, and bro, like That truck is the stuff. That's the stuff right there.
I feel like the Ford F-150 is the go of trucks. You look at that and you're like, that's a truck. That's America right there. That shows American pride.
I 100% agree. 100% agree. So it's a beauty. It's a beauty. And they released an electric version. Bro, and I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I feel like the electric cars now are the pristine of America now. We're going to be Japan in the next 5 years. 5 years. 5 years. 5 years. Trust that. Trust that. I feel like oil can only be used for hybrids, and electric vehicles are going to be the next great thing. We're going to be a more greener country. We're going to figure out a way how to stop pollution in the oceans and make America great again. Trust me.
I trust you, bro. I trust you. You're leading. You're a leader in the U.S. So I trust you 100%. So we're talking about like a lot about politics and money and stuff. Let's get on to some sports. You're big on sports, and
That's my
we can
specialty.
tell.
That's my specialty.
Yeah, I mean, we can tell by that background, bro. So, but no, the thing that I'm going to talk about is not related to the background. What are your thoughts on the WWE as a
Also
company?
talking about WWE. Honestly, I'm a big fan of WWE. I feel like all the things you watch are, even though everyone says it's fake, it's all real. I mean, people get hurt, people get all these bruises and scars. I mean, the only thing it is, it's scripted. I feel like when you look at it, the WWE universe is a much better universe than the AEW universe, because who goes to AEW events anyway? Like who? I bet I know who. You know who?
Who?
The English Prime Minister. That's who. He goes to AEW events. And you know who goes to WWE events?
Who?
Donald J. Trump.
Mm, that's a good point. No, so
And
WWE.
my brother, Logan Paul. Logan Paul.
Yeah, I mean, he's becoming a superstar. He went from being he used
The
to upload like
US
on
champion, the
Vine.
future WWE champion. He's going to be the next future WWE champion after he takes down John Cena in December.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be crazy, bro. Like he has so much talent. And just talk about the WWE. Many guys are very talented. The guys are very very smart in like the way they approach a match. Many guys sell themselves very well to the media. Who is your favorite WWE superstar right now? Actually, of all time. Of all time. Was your favorite WWE
All
superstar?
time,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Odyssey Jones. He was on the Raw roster for 3 years, and then he comes on with the New Day, and then all of a sudden disappears. Like, that's the best story you could have ever thought about.
Bro, that's such a hardcore pick because I don't hear that much people saying that guy, man. Like, but you expect people to say the John Cena's, the Rocks, the Miz, but like you're already saying Odyssey
You
Jones.
know, I feel like the next great WWE superstar is this guy called Pena. Pena, he's gonna be the next great superstar. Trust me.
And I'm sure Pena's watching this podcast right now and he's like, man, look at this guy supporting me. I'm sure your support. I'm sure he appreciates it right now. Um,
Pena is from the Dominican Republic. He's not in the WWE right now, but I've seen him before, and I know he can do it. He's only 6 years old, but I know he can do it.
yes, I to be honest, I haven't really heard of him too much. Maybe we can check him out at the end of the podcast. If I can remember, but
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, honestly, he just came out like literally in the last like few weeks. There's not even that much footage of him. You had to go see him live, and I saw him and I was like, this guy remind me of Rey Mysterio, but he's 3'9". and he's gonna be the next great wrestler.
Yo, okay, okay, um, okay. He sounds like a very cool guy. And speaking of cool, what's your favorite clothing brand? Because people like to wear the Nikes. Like I'm low-key wearing like this random company that I don't even know the name of. But you know, what's your favorite clothing brand in the world right now?
I'm gonna say Goodwill. Goodwill has a great clothing brand, honestly.
Yeah,
Another one is TJ Maxx.
yeah, like that's very good. They're very, very affordable
Yeah,
places.
yeah, but I don't think you understand. I know everyone says they're affordable, but bro, pants that cost $100 in there. I don't think anyone understands how good Goodwill and TJ Maxx have clothing wise. I know they're for people that need used clothing because they're poor, but dude, those people that are poor are really rich. They're just paying for exclusive clothing that no one sees. And
Exactly,
I'm one
bro.
of them, and I'm one of them, bro. Trust
Yeah,
me.
I know, bro. And the thing is, like, there's people that wear Gucci and they wear like Louis Vuitton and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a very dark secret about those companies. Those companies actually use cheaper fabric to make their clothing. You know, and it only takes them $5 to make it, and they sell it for 2,000. And you go to Goodwill, they make their clothing for 500, and they sell it for 100. You know damn well you're getting a good bargain deal on that.
Bro, I 100% agree. And I bet you can find like a higher quality shirt at Goodwill or TJ Maxx. Just because it doesn't have the Gucci logo
Yeah,
doesn't mean
just like the great Kendrick Lamar said, stay humble.
those are very, very inspirational words. Um, and speaking of Kendrick Lamar, man, like who's better, Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Man, I've heard all this yap about Drake and Kendrick beef, but in my opinion, Drake got absolutely dog walked in that beef. Once Meet the Grammys came out, Euphoria and then like Not Like Us came out, Kendrick literally was playing chess, not checkers. Drake was on the other side of the country and he couldn't do anything else. He was saying 1-1 Delilah, which who the hell is Delilah, right? Like
Yeah,
who the
yeah.
frick is
Who is
Delilah?
that?
And now he's speaking Spanish. Like, what are you? Are you Mexican or are you Canadian?
Exactly. Like this guy is changing nationalities, and the thing is, to be honest, like I haven't really been paying attention to like that stuff. Yeah, I honestly, you would know I'm the most famous podcaster in the world right
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna say this: Kanye is gonna come back this year. Trust
Kanye,
me. Yeah, Kanye.
Kanye is a very controversial guy. He's been saying a lot of things on the internet about like past events that I cannot name, or else I'm gonna get demonetized. But all these things that he's named like past events, and he's been saying like some weird stuff, man. But
I feel like Kanye, he'll make his comeback, and you know who's gonna come back right to him?
who-
Kim Kardashian.
who- what's going on with Kim Kardashian, man? Like, is she with somebody right now?
I have no idea. All I know is that booty is definitely not getting touched.
Yeah, bro. I mean, Kim Kardashian, man. I honestly I don't know that much about her. I think her reality show. I haven't never seen it, but I think it's
You
probably
know,
not that funny and nothing like that. I think it's not that funny.
I don't even understand this. How can you be named a Kardashian and yet you don't have Kardashian in your name? Like Kendall Jenner, like bro, you're Kardashian, but yet you're Jenner. So who the heck is Jenner, right? Like who the frick is that?
Exactly. I 100% agree with what you're saying. Now, you know, so let's say you have 100 human babies. 100
Damn,
human
that's a
babies.
lot of human. That's a lot of babies.
Yeah. So
Who the hell gave birth to them is my question.
no, don't worry. This is a question. We're in a battlefield, an empty battlefield, and you put down,
Uh-huh.
you spawn in 100 little babies, like freaking 5 month babies, and you put in one giraffe on the other side. Do you
One
think those
giraffe.
babies can team up and try to like build up a little tank and start beating up that giraffe, or
You
you
know,
think the giraffe's too much?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna take the babies, and you might be thinking like, why? It's a humongous giraffe. Giraffes are like 10 feet tall. I know, but like, listen to me. Giraffes, their one weakness is leaves. And what if the babies, for some reason, have leaves? Bro, that giraffe would eat all that leaves, and then all of a sudden die because of the overeating of leaves, and just go like, damn, they got me, and pass away. And the
That's
babies, you know what their gift would be?
what.
Building blocks.
Yeah, and babies are underratedly smart. Like people like think babies are all goo goo gaga and all like
Yeah,
like bad kids, but
I watched this one video today, and it was this baby who had a knife. And you know what he did? You know what he did?
well, what do you do?
He started making his own breakfast at only 9 months old, and he was cutting up carrots, cutting up cabbage. He was cutting up all this stuff, and he made like this gourmet meal. And I was like going like, damn, I want that, But like, dude, and all I made today was some toast, and that like literally takes a 2-year-old to make. Like, bro, we see this, and a baby is more smarter than a 1-year-old. So if parents are watching this right now, I'm gonna tell you, your baby's already Albert Einstein. Once they
Yeah,
turn 1 year old, bro, they're not gonna be smart. They're gonna be dumb. Like, you should realize that they can literally solve the world's hardest equations in the snap of a finger.
yeah, because kids like people our age, they think too much, but the thing is, babies they don't really have that logical thinking. So what they do
Okay,
is that they just try to
I'm
connect
gonna be
pieces.
honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. That statement is very true. I even think adults overthink too much.
Yeah,
Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Like, we're gonna go and talk about all this stuff, and we're overthinking it probably. Like, and babies, they already know the solution, but they just can't say it because
yeah,
they just don't. They can't because they told their mom like, "Yo, we cannot talk. Like, if we talk, then it's like the whole world's gonna go." And it's gonna be like they probably already know the future. Who knows? But once they turn 1 year old, their minds go like erases that completely.
exactly, because they try to think too much. Like it's when you're 1 years old, you start getting them words. You start getting those words out there. But when you're below 1 years old, and yeah, I mean, you can't really speak. So everything's up here. Everything's gonna be pure ideas, and like I said, they're not gonna overthink. Like if you put a puzzle in front of a baby, they're not gonna start thinking, okay, what about this? What about this? What about this? You're gonna be like, okay, it's easy. Connect the pieces. It's like Lego
Exact,
blocks.
exactly what I was saying. Exactly.
I know it's crazy, dude. Okay, so you and me right now, something in common between us. We're both wearing hats. Let's talk about hats real quick. Do you think hats are just like something? Do you think hats? Do you think there's a meaning to hats? Like beyond, I want to wear it because I look cool, right? I want to wear it because I look good in it. Like, do you think there's a meaning behind it? Do you think it can in a way express somebody's emotion?
I feel like hats definitely help people stand out a lot more. Cause think about walking by someone and then you see that hat, you realize them more than another person because it's like, if everyone else is not wearing a hat, but they're the only one wearing a hat, then you know, it's like, yo, look at that guy. But I also feel like there's also a reason why people wear hats. Like my father is bald, so he has to wear a hat to make sure his head doesn't get red. So if it does, then skin cancer and all that stuff, it gets pretty wild.
Yeah, hat is not only hats are not only for like
The
design,
fashion, yeah,
fashion.
exactly. Like the fashion, it's also for your safety.
Yeah, it's also, and you can also describe yourself with it. Like, I mean, I generally think there's something to it. There's something to hats. Like,
Yeah,
obviously, my
I
hat.
agree with that as well. I agree with that as well. Like your hat, it stands out, but also shows what you stand for.
Exactly. Like, I'm pretty sure this hat was like something about like a general or something like that. So it was something
Yeah,
about in like
it
in that
shows
side.
it shows that you wanna like help and defend the nation and
Exactly.
be a commander in general.
But not only that, that also shows that this podcast. I represent the podcast. Like, I'm like the guy who's asking the questions and stuff. I'm the general
Yeah,
of the podcast. Like that. That's why. So, I think like there's a meaning to it. There's a meaning to hats. You're wearing a hat right now, and do you think you think there's like a meaning to your hat? Like, my hat general. Is there a meaning to your hat?
I feel like there's a mean spot hat, and it's kind of like just to be mellow. You know, I don't think anyone understands what the word mellow means. It's just to be peaceful, calm, and relaxed. When you think about mellow, you're like mellow, like that. And there's some people like this guy Chris. Man, he keeps on yapping and yapping and saying that I suck his song, but to be honest with you, that guy sucks, man. I mean, he is such a yapper, and it becomes a point where he goes like, "Yo, look at this. I'm better than you at this," and I'm like, "Yeah, but bro, do you see this?" And then he like shuts up, and he keeps on talking about the same thing over and over again. Like it got to a point where the whole entire year he's been talking to this about this one thing with me, and I'm like, "Bro, just get out of here, bro."
Yeah,
You
like
know,
you're saying, like, give it up, buddy. Like something like that.
yeah, I feel like if you understand what mellow means, then you wouldn't act like how Chris is.
And talk about Chris, man. You know, Chris is a very interesting person. He's funny sometimes. And we call him a D1 yapper. Sometimes he's a D1 hater, but he's also like a pretty D1 friend. So, you know,
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's true. I feel like he is a D1 hater, but I also feel like he's a D1 friend. Most
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, because he tries to do everything. Like, he's not a guy that is too scared or is nervous to not try something because he thinks he's not going to succeed at it.
Yeah,
Like, he
he
looks
makes
everything.
himself stand out. He makes himself stand out.
Yeah, and that's why he's so successful. That's why he's a millionaire, and he's the owner of Chris's trucks.
Yeah, and also you're getting one thing. He's a majority owner of the Miami Heat.
That's true. That's true. I forgot about that. I'm just so sorry for
No,
forgetting.
no, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's very forgetful, because he only owns like 0.1% of it.
Yeah, that's true. But that's more than many people will wish to own that small percent.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. So we gotta talk about this, man. The big debate. What phones do you mean have? What phones do you mean have? We have iPhones. So iPhones or Androids? Because here's the thing. iPhones, they're very advanced. But let's talk about like Samsungs. They're very durable, and not only that, the cameras are way better than iPhones because they have a way bigger zoom. And Android also has their own features too. And iPhone like has like two of their own features. They have Siri and stuff like that, but they also have like iMessage. Samsung has so much cool features on it too. It's just blocky. It's a big blocky old phone, but if you're buying a phone based on the design of the phone, you're gonna buy it. First of all, you should buy a phone on the use of it, on the use, not the name, like how it's gonna serve you. I mean, I have an iPhone, but to be honest, I bought it because iPhone was like the trend, and it still is a trend to be honest. Like sometimes when
Yeah,
we
I
see
feel
people,
like we see this. Most of the people that we know use iPhones than Androids. Like, how many people do you know that use Androids? I only know like three.
yeah, I mean, excluding like because family, there's a couple family members that use Androids, but you don't really see people like our age using it. Using Androids
Yeah,
like that.
you see a lot more iPhones. And here's my stance on it. I feel like if you want a better product and more quality and stuff, I feel like you should go with Android because you get that higher camera and everything. But if you want to go with the trend, and also you want to go with a smaller phone and not a huge phone like Android has, then you go with Apple. There's a lot of different things that comes with it. I feel like popularity and demand is one big thing, because you see this one iPhone can cost you $1,000, while an Android costs you like maybe just a couple $100. You know.
I agree. And not only that, iPhones they've been getting some backlash because you drop them once, and I think it's cracking, bro. I think it's cracking.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this: if everyone wants to have an iPhone for at least 8 years, get outer box. That thing saves phones. I once time cracked my phone because I didn't have it, but then after that I've been dropping it more, and I have not seen a single crack ever after that, and that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, and OtterBox, some of the phone cases can be like $30, $40, and that's pretty expensive for like a little phone case. But think of the amount of damage, like to repair your phone, to repair that cracked glass takes a that's such adding up.
Yeah,
OtterBox,
I feel like there's a reason also why that Apple introduced Apple Care a couple years ago. You know, you have the insurance from Apple Care to so you don't have to pay the full thing. You already have it. So Apple will give you the phone for free, or the app, or you'll have to pay like $40, and Apple will pay the rest.
yeah,
Um, I do think though that getting out of the box would actually save you more money than paying for Apple Care and then keep on breaking your phone consistently just to get a brand new phone for like double the price that out of box costs you.
yeah. And speaking about this, you and me, like we just mentioned a lot of flaws with iPhone, and Android, could be the superior phone, but they both have their pros and cons. But you know, um, I don't know, man. Like they both have their different uses and stuff. But do you think, since most of like people our age, they own iPhones, do you think people in our generation are too easily like led by trends? Like they're too easily manipulated by trends. Because everybody sees iPhone and I want to get an iPhone. Like it's basically that easy. I see iPhone, I want iPhone. That's what happens. And
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's also the reason because of TikTok. You know, I mean, God, I haven't. I have an iPhone 14, just the standard edition, and we see this now every single year. There's a new iPhone, and I don't know. I know there's crazy people that go like, I'm gonna buy the new iPhone, and they buy it every single year, and they spend like through like 10 years that the iPhones have come out, they probably spend around like, I don't know, possibly almost 100K on just iPhones.
that's
And
true.
I feel like that money can go somewhere else. Like I watched this one guy, he's a millionaire in England. He's he's I think 63, but he talks about like using money and showing it in like a how it can turn into $1 million in the next 30 years. I mean, think about that. You spending $1,000 every single year on an iPhone, but every single year it gets more expensive. What if you save that money and you put it that towards, and it gets interest over the next 30 years? You can be making $1 million in like probably 20 years with that.
That's true. Over time, that money starts to grow. And speaking about phones, phones they hold power. Like they hold power over people. As much as people want to deny it, sometimes you cannot pick up that urge to grab that phone and start scrolling. And
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I feel like that's also but I feel like the reason why there's that urge is because of all these social media platforms like TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram, to name a few. Um, I feel like the most addictive platform is probably Instagram, because now we have Reels, and you can follow your friends on your story, and now you can text people.
Yeah.
And it's not how it used to be. It's not like you go online, you go to Facebook, you go through and you see your friends, and then you just like, okay, turn off your phone, and then and whatever. Now it's all this TikToks and stuff, and now we have brain rot. I mean, I saw a flyer like a week ago saying the effects of brain rot. That got me thinking, like, you know, why why do we watch brain rot so much? And you know, we know this is gonna ruin our brains mentally, but why do we still watch it? I feel like we would have a smarter country and world if we were to stop watching brain rot and focus on the great things,
Yeah.
like education and working toward a business.
Yep.
You know, I'm gonna suggest a YouTube channel that you should probably put in the description. I feel like Go Heart is a great channel to watch. Talks about what could happen in high school, what you should do in your essays, how different things work. In my opinion, that's a great way. I watch it every single day, and I'm like, you know what? That's true.
Yeah, because like people use social media, but they use social media like social media has its benefits, but they use it for the wrong reasons. Like, bro, what are you gonna learn from brain rot? And I mean, I also watch Go Hard a lot, and he makes like videos about routine, like high school routines, like homework, like how to manage stuff, how to study well, and social media, like I said, it can be harmful in some ways. It can also be positive in some ways. If you're gonna scroll and watch some videos, why not watch like an actual positive, productive video that's gonna help you moving on? Like, I mean, and I think social media apps, like I'm not a big hater of people adding timers to their apps. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not.
I saw this one app. It was called Touch Grass. And I'm like, you know what? That's actually a great app, because think about it. You force yourself not only to go outside, but you realize now, hey, I'm outside. How about I do something? And you go out for a walk maybe, and then you realize, oh my god, it's been an hour, and you feel amazing. And you're not just sitting on your couch or sitting on your sofa and going scrolling through all these TikToks, and then being like, okay, and then and then you just do nothing else, and then and you get bored, and then you do the same thing for the next 5 hours.
Exactly, like, you know when I study sometimes, or when I'm writing notes at home and I have like headphones and listening to like it's like calm music, time goes by really fast, but I'm being productive in that time. And that just shows when you're being productive, that time goes by faster. And but when you're scrolling on social media and you're looking at videos of like memes or whatever, people, that time goes very slow. And then you get stuck in that little loophole of brain rot. Again, bro, all that brain rot's entering your brain, and it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I see these things over and over again, and it's like it makes my brain want to like explode. And I'm like, why am I forcing myself to watch this where I could have been watching something more educational and help my brain ease from all that?
Exactly. I 100% agree. So moving on from that, let's go on to another sport. You know, I see a couple. I see a couple. I actually see like right now I can see two of this sport: basketball, NBA. NBA, I think it's been having. I haven't been really watching it. Like, there's some great content creators out there, but I haven't been like super up to date. But I do know. I think I saw like a video on it. You got SGA and you got Nikola Jokic. I think those might be like the two guys for the MVP right now. What do you think on that MVP race?
I feel like it's a great MVP race. Might be the greatest MVP race we've ever seen. Um, the competition's there. I feel like who deserves it more is SGA. I feel like he got robbed last year, and Jokic, it's his third MVP, which is props to him, props to him. But I feel like SGA deserves his first MVP, and I think he will lead the Thunder to the NBA Finals and win them the championship for the first time in NBA history and franchise history.
Yeah. Like he's a great player. I think he's number one right now for like the most points per game. But
Yeah, number one in for points per game, and I think number like 5 in assists.
he's a great player. I think he's probably like one of the most valuable players, of course, in the world. Like
I feel like you come back. It's been 5 years. Well, actually 6 years since the Paul George trade, and now looking at it, bro, the Clippers got fleeced. They got Paul George for like 4.5 years, and SGA ever since then has grown into the player we see now. He may be that might be the worst trade in NBA history for the Clippers, and in 5-10 years we may even be calling that a fleece for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
yeah, and I've been seeing comments. Like sometimes I seen comments. Now I don't really watch like game highlights that much, but they call him a free throw merchant, SGA. Do you think
You
that's true?
know, I'm gonna say this. I definitely agree that he does get a lot of free throws, but some of them are deserved. I do think though the flopping should decrease a little bit. Um, I know he has all that aura, but you can't be just flopping and hoping the refs you know, get on their knees and say yes, I'm gonna do that for you. Like you're not LeBron James. I'm sorry. You know,
Yeah, I agree. And actually speaking about LeBron James, um, you know, he I'm pretty sure I think it was like 50K or 40K, it's like something like that.
yeah,
He
50K,
yeah,
50K.
50K. So like do you think that he's the GOAT of the sport?
I've heard a lot, and I believe back in the past that MJ was the GOAT. But now, ever since he broke the all-time scoring record, and now he's gotten 50K, I feel like he is the GOAT of basketball. I think he changed the landscape after Jordan. He brought in a new generation, and you see all this now. I feel like who made this generation is Steph Curry, but that's because of his shooting. He's probably the best shooter we've ever seen, the best scorer we've ever seen. I mean, if I were to make a player comp about someone, I want to have the handles of Kyrie Irving, the shooting like Steph, the ball handling of Kyrie Irving, the finishing of like Giannis or LeBron, the height of Wemby, the the length of Giannis, and so much more. I mean, there there's so much you can do now because we see this. We like before, how many points would a center get? Maybe like 15 points. Now we see Jokic drop like 50 points a night like it's normal. And the last player to ever do that was Shaquille O'Neal, and he didn't shoot threes. Jokic does. So,
Yeah.
you know, and I've heard now that like people that watch the like basketball in the 2000s, they feel like this era is softer than that was like the bully era. In my opinion, it doesn't really. I don't think it's the players aspect. I feel like it's also the league. You see all these rule changes now. You can't go into somebody's lane. There's not as much like when you fight someone, bro. It's like you automatically get a technical foul and you get ejected.
Yeah.
Like the league is making the game safer, and I actually believe that's the great way of going into it. Like I feel like that's the same way for football. Football is trying to learn all these different techniques, trying to make sure that concussions go down. I'm a fan of the Miami Dolphins, and I know what a concussion is because my quarterback Tua Tagovailoa has suffered 4 concussions in the last three seasons. Which you think about that, how many times have you seen someone suffer 4 concussions and come back from that in the span of like 2 years? I mean, you have to have the mindset of like a competitor to keep on trucking, and I mean he does.
Yeah, he's
I
a good guy.
I feel like there's a lot of different things that we need to figure out as as in the medical field in sports, and also in the engineering field, and to find ways to make sure that injuries don't happen as frequently as they do in certain sports.
Yeah. And we were just talking about concussions. Now, I know you don't really watch the sport that much, but there's combat sports. And in those sports you take a lot of brain damage, just like football. You get hits and you take a lot of
Yeah,
brain damage.
I don't know. I feel like in those sports, we I feel like there's a lot of different things that you go through, and it takes a toll on you. Like in football, I've seen multiple times where people from when they started their career to when they finished it have acted way differently.
Yeah. Like a big consequence of brain damage, like when you speak, you slur your words. And also something else, and the thing about combat sports and in football you play like every week, and like you play every weekend. It's like a long match. It's a long match. In combat sports, you're gonna fight every 3 months, 4 months, and that's being active. Like people fight like every 6 months usually, like the
You
top
know,
guys.
yeah, and I feel like Conor McGregor, he his last fight was when is in 2021,
Yeah,
and he hasn't fought in like 3 years. I mean,
he broke his foot.
yeah, but it's there's got to be a point where you say, all right, I'm gonna hang up my gloves and walk out. Like Aaron Hernandez, who took his life, sadly, had multiple concussions in his NFL career, and that changes a person mentally and physically. You know,
Yeah,
so I feel like there should be many different ways that sports, medical staff, and people that work behind the scenes, like technicians, figure out a way to make the game safer because or else we're gonna see all these other things, and we don't want to see all that.
yeah, and talk about that. No, it's good that some leagues like the NFL, NBA, they're taking into account the player's safety more. But and honestly, brain health is super important, just obviously to live. But we
Yeah,
see we see like the sports like MMA, it's been like in the UFC, the back of the head shots is something terrible. Getting hit in the back of the head, and the
yeah.
UFC. You already
I
thought about
saw
that.
this one video, and I believe multiple people have seen it. The the boxer
Yeah,
that got hit in the head and then became paralyzed because of it.
yeah,
And like we don't you watch all these other things, and that doesn't happen. And then that happens. It's like, you don't realize the side effects of injury. An injury can change a person physically very much.
Yeah.
I feel like an injury that we see a lot of in any sport is a torn Achilles.
Yeah.
Which that hurts a player a lot. Movement wise, they move slower. They don't get to. They are not like how they used to be in the past few years, and that it changes. I feel like a player though that did overcome the odds of a torn Achilles is Kevin Durant. He's still playing like how he was when he was with the Thunder and the Warriors, but I feel like the team he's around it with in Phoenix, it's like a dumpster fire. And, he's gonna get out of there this off season and figure out a way to get into a better situation. My guess is that he goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, but we'll have to see until the off season to see where he goes.
Yeah, like being honest, bro. Like, one of the few guys I think like doesn't age in terms of skill is Kevin Durant because first of all, this guy has literally been looking the same for like 8 years. Probably he probably has some gray hairs in his beard, but bro, this guy is still insanely talented in the offense. Yeah, I mean, we've always known Kevin Durant as one of the most unstoppable forces when it comes to scoring. Like, Kevin Durant is it's a monster, bro. He's a monster. And, people when he retires, people are going to really appreciate how good his scoring was. I feel like it's not. He's very famous, of course. He's very popular. I feel like people don't take into account. Like people don't talk about it as much. This guy's a freaking threat. He's a marauder. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, you know, and Kevin Durant, man. Now that we talked about this, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food? Damn. I would say my grandfather's French toast.
French toast? Like what was so good about it? Like was it the taste or like it was like
Honestly, I
texture?
feel like it's the way he makes it. So I'm gonna give you the exact ingredients how he does it. So to the viewers that are watching this, write it down and make it yourself at home. You get bread, um, and then you put eggs with a little bit of milk in it. You put it on both sides. Put it on a pan. Flip it up and down, and then after that, put some powdered sugar on it, and then it's done. That's like the best breakfast ever. But it can't be any ordinary bread. It has to be cauliflower bread.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, French toast is a very good option. And look, talk about favorite food. If you can choose 3 meals that you can just 3 meals. Like let's say you're going to die soon,
My last three
and
meals, lunch,
last 3 meals
breakfast,
of your
dinner.
life.
My
Anything
last
you
three
want.
meals, like lunch, breakfast, and dinner, or anything.
Yeah, it's anything.
Anything? Damn. I would say probably some nice old great barbecue. Probably like a bone and ribeye.
Mhm.
I would say a classic burger with French fries, and lastly, I would say, like I just said, my grandfather's French toast. One final time.
That's great, bro. That's great. And we got the last question. No, there's something I want to do at the end, but last question, last proper question.
Oh no! If you want to do the thing after the end, please do.
Don't worry, I got this. All right, so Do you think philosophy is important? Because I'm very big on philosophy. Me in school, man. Like I'm always saying my little like quotes and stuff. Um, but for some people it can be corny. It is kind of corny to hear sometimes. But no, I'm big on philosophy. Big fan of all these all these figures in the philosophy world and all these books. What do you think of philosophy, man? Like, what do you think about just sitting in your room and just thinking about ideas for the world and like new ways to view life? Like, what do you think about that? You think it's a cool thing?
You know what? I think it's a very important thing, but also a very cool thing. Thinking about how life itself has come to form from when we were in the Renaissance to World War One, World War Two, and the Civil Rights Act of 1963. I feel like that shows how far we come from,
Yeah,
and it really stands out from how we started to all these trees and nothing to now having buildings, electronics, vehicles, airplanes, and all these other stuff. It's really fascinating, in my opinion.
yeah. Philosophy is great, bro. Philosophy is amazing. Um, and in modern time, nowadays we don't have that much philosophers, but every single era, every single generation, every single point in time, period of time, had their own philosopher. Obviously, back then philosophers were way more common. There's now people just don't really like philosophy. I guess like if you want to be a philosopher, you're not gonna get paid that much. But it's very fun as like learning on the side and invest in philosophy on the side. It's amazing. But not really as a my career. And what I want to do is I want to play. Let's see if it works because I never actually played it. And I got it from like a free website. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? I want to see if this can work. Um, if this can work. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out right now. So can you see my screen? Actually, no. I have to do the thing.
Oh shoot, this is crazy, yo.
Let's see if it works. Cause I've never done this, bro. I've never done this.
Yo, this is gonna be crazy.
Okay, so I'm gonna put uh Mario. Oh, I can't type right now. Mario Gamer. Mario Gamer is like it's a little mix of our name.
Mario Gamer, gotcha.
Okay, I guess I have to join through the phone. Flipping heck. Okay, do you think you can join through your phone?
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
So guys, while he's busy, just make sure you subscribe to the channel and this little this stream, this podcast will be uploaded to Spotify under episode 5. And you can check out the playlist on YouTube. Playlist on YouTube under podcast. This is the best podcast on YouTube, by the way. Just want to say that. Yeah, I should see if I want to join. But guys, are you smarter than a fifth grader? To be honest, I don't think. And actually, no, I'll join.
I'm back. How's it been going, Mario, bro?
It's going great. It's been going great. I'm gonna join through my Actually, no, I forgot. I only put. Wait, are you in?
On.
No, don't join. Don't join. Don't join. I'm gonna restart because I put a maximum of one player. Because I thought that'd be better. I guess I can't change it.
Yeah, I want to do it 1,000 players.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna do like maximum of 3, which I can't. I literally cannot change. Remember. All right, there you go. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we're gonna do personal. All right, so let's scan that QR code. I'm gonna be Mario Gamer. Oh, okay. So I already scanned the QR code, so I can just join real quick. Wait, no, never mind. I have to do a new one. So make sure you can scan that QR code, Maniac. All right, so there you go. All right, so I'm in.
All right,
Okay.
you ready?
Oh shoot. Okay, so what is the French phrase? The French phrase we used. What? Okay. No, I got this. I got this. Okay, there you go. I was an issue. Did you get it right? Yeah, you did. Oh my bad. I forgot I'm very controlling this. Okay. Hey, we here, bro. We here. Yeah, yo, I can low key be wrong on this one, to be honest. Actually, I actually think I might be wrong. Bro, we him, bro. We are him, guys. If you guys are watching at home, make sure to play along, pause the video, and think of your choices. Let's move on. So Mario Brew is currently leading.
Dang.
Man, Mario Brew is a freaking savage. He's a marauder. Oh shoot! No, I'm so bad at this. Okay. Wait. Well, I think I'm cooked.
You know, it's interesting. I was just talking about this earlier in the year.
You weren't?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Did you get it right?
Yeah, I got it right. Matching pairs. What the freak? Oh, I'm cooked. Oh, dude. Bro, I didn't memorize it. I didn't even look at it like that. Yo, they got me cooked. Shoot, I'm so cooked right now. Holy moly. I did terrible. I actually did terrible. All right, no excuses.
I got it all right.
Oh my gosh! Look at the jump. Yo, I look at think about this for a second. Oh wait, yo, I think I got it wrong. Oh, I got it wrong. I think. Oh shoot, I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. I got it wrong.
What'd you put? A hexagon?
Yeah, I put hexagon, bro.
I put a hexagon as well.
Bro,
I wasn't sure. I was like, it's either a hexagon or a pentagon.
guys, I'm not stupid, bro. We're not stupid, guys. We are not stupid. We like
God, I don't know.
It's not one to make mistakes.
I'm gonna put the basic answer. That's like the biggest answer.
Bulbs? What the freak is bulbs?
Tools go for bulbs? What the hell? Light
About-
bulbs? Like the ones you go in your freaking house? Damn.
That's weird, bro. Okay.
Damn, bro. I guess people should start using bulbs.
Yeah. Oh no! I clicked the wrong one.
I don't know. I actually have no idea what this is.
No.
I forgot. I literally forgot about this.
I know, but I knew it was that. Oh my gosh, bro. I knew it. Oh my gosh. Bro. Are you kidding me? That's okay. That's okay. It's whatever. It's still have chance.
Oh God. I think I know it. I think I know it, but
Do the song. Do the song.
A B C D E F G. It's like 26, 28.
Yeah. Good. Yo, my gosh, it's a close game.
Bro, what the frick? You jumped me?
What?
What? You.
Yo, what? Bro, I never heard of this. Bro, I'm gonna guess.
Fair weather. Yo, let's go.
Bro, I never heard of that before. What?
I've never heard of that before, but whatever.
I got a gift. To be honest, okay, it's probably like a power up. It's like a power up, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I declined it.
Bro, please, bro, give me like 2 times points.
And then you get poop. The poop face.
No, I lost.
Yes.
I
Let's
lost
go.
points. Bro. Bro, I'm a gambling man. I'm a gambling man, bro. I'm a gambling man. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Huh?
Oh.
I'm cooked. I am terribly cooked.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. The 20th century. Oh crap. It's a January 1st. What? Wait,
Bro,
but how is it
I
19?
got I got that one wrong. I mean, right, and I clicked on it instantly, and I only got like 20 points, bro. I mean, no. All right, yo.
Dude, who knows this? I don't know. I just picked the one that I never heard of.
Bro, it's probably talc, bro. It's probably talc.
That's the one I picked. Diamond.
Please, bro. I lost, but is it close? Bro, let there be a bonus round. Oh, freaking heck, bro. Bro,
Let's
I got
go.
momentum. I got
Hey,
momentum.
that
No,
100
this
minus
is why you don't
150
gamble.
points
This is why you
saved
don't
me.
gamble. This is why
That
you don't
minus
gamble.
150 points saved me. I declined it. Let's fucking go.
Bro, what the flip, bro?
Let's freaking go, bro. Let's
Guys,
go.
this is why you don't gamble, because you can either make or break your
No,
life.
I know a friend that's called Javen. Bro, I would never trust him because he says gambling is the best. Bro, you just saw it hands first by Mario Brew that gambling leads you to debt.
Exactly.
Don't
Because
ever gamble, guys. Don't ever gamble.
that game was like a 30-point difference, and I lost 150 points. But still, you beat me. There's no
Bro,
excuse.
imagine if I accepted that gift, bro, you probably would have beat me. I didn't get a single one wrong after that. I
Yeah,
got a
and now,
single one right, bro. Single one right.
and now the viewers are gonna look at that and they're gonna say, Maniacgamer smart.
Yo,
Smart reason.
how did the 21st century, the 20th century start on January 1st, 1901?
I low-key just clicked that because they just sounded cool. It
That
sounded
makes no sense. You would think about it. You think about it. It's like, wouldn't it start on January 1st, 1900? Think about that.
I played 1901 just because it sounds better, and they put that for a reason. Okay, well, it's been a great podcast. It's been a great episode. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel. You can find this podcast under the playlist where it says podcast. And you can also find it on Spotify at the Bru-Cast. Subscribe and like. This has been the longest podcast episode yet. Episode 5 with Maniac Gamer. Maniac Gamer, do you have any final words for the audience?
I would like to say thank you for bringing me on, Mario Brew, and thank you for letting me talk what I needed to say to show the viewers what really is going on in the world of sports, politics, and financially.
Yeah, it's been a nice episode 5, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Subscribe and like. Bye bye.